see Spurs were back in the house. What's going on, fellas? Make
Hey,
sure
how you doing?
What up?
412-530-5063. Luther Dupree here. We don't have Claudio. Claudio, man, we miss you, man. Come back next week. Hope everything is good.
Please.
We got Fillmore, Ralph, Big Rome, and Smoking Jim on the Obama phone. What's up, fellas?
All right, everything's good down here in Maryland, so everything's great.
That's good. Jim, you good?
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be one of them shows with Smoking Jim, man. You never know.
Yeah.
Rome, you good, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
All right. Big Rome, Fillmore, what you got for us?
Oh man, I'm doing all right, man. I'm good. I'm happy today. It's a good day for a Wednesday, man.
All right, we got Black Press, Fire Terrell. Oh, dang, he come in, Fire Terrell Austin. All right, Black Press.
That's the way it's go, huh?
Black Press must be on the Smoking train of thought. Dang, Fire. He ain't even coached a game last week. You come in, Fire Terrell Austin. Let's see what he does against a rookie quarterback, and then we can get back to talking about this, man. Appreciate you, Black Press. But Fillmore, you wanted to say something before we get to Jim.
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to Mubarak Ismaili and Io Daisy and the rest of the Homewood football leadership in the community and the committee, because they completed or opened the new Willie Stargell Field in Homewood Park. The field looks really good. They had their first game on Sunday. Man, they still have some work to do, but at least they can play football now, man, on something that looks decent, that looks good, and keep it up. Mary Ed Gainey stepped in. They had the ribbon cutting. It looked really great, man. So shout out to the Homewood Bulldog committee.
Yeah, it's a beautiful field. Still have to finish the swimming pool and everything, but like you said, at least the kids could play. I'm showing some pictures now, man. Great field. So I'm excited about that. The Homewood Dogs had a nice showing, so that was great. All right, we had Destiny. Thank you, Destiny. Appreciate you showing back up. It's a swim. Of course, Black Press coming in with all kind of negatives. Full finish. Not yet. It will.
It's not yet.
It will be by the summer of 26. Black Press. Dang, come on, man. Oh, goodness, man. It's going to be one of them. All right. Listen, man. Smoker Joe, what you got for us?
How about them Cowboys? Hey, I told you twice. The Cowboys
Yes, you did.
better on that trade. They're already better than Green Bay.
Oh, stop.
The Cowboys end up getting a 3-time defensive tackle named Clark. They get 2 draft picks in 2026. They get 2 draft picks in 2027. They get rid of a disgruntled cancer in their locker room that ain't going to do nothing in Green Bay. They save $188 million, and this is the biggest thing since the Herschel Walker trade. I'm surprised if the Dallas Cowboys don't win for 3 Super Bowls because of this trade.
Wow. All right, Jim. Listen, man. George Pickett is balling out there. Now, a couple weeks ago, he was crashing out, and then he had an amazing game this past weekend. Over 350 yards receiving on the year, 5 touchdowns. He can play, but it wasn't his play. It was his attitude here. We'll see if it continues when CeeDee Lamb gets back and takes some of those touches away. Right now, he's eating. Dak Prescott is looking at him, and he's finding them a lot and often. So, kudos to him. We all knew he could play. It was the mental part, Jim. We'll see if he can keep the mentals together in Dallas. Just because you got family in Dallas don't mean you got to hype them up. Dallas is still only won, 2 games. They're not in first place. I have them clearly the 3rd team in their division. They're not beating the Eagles. They're not beating Washington. And they barely beat the Giants. And that's with CeeDee Lamb. So come on, Jim. You need to, pipe down off of that, man. Listen, I want to talk about Kyren Lcy. Justice for Kyren Lcy, man. It just came out. The video was just released by his lawyer. Everything that the reporters, that the news said was a lie. When that accident happened, and I'm going to show it, He was 80 yards behind the accident. And for them to try to frame this young man is unacceptable. I hope the family sues. But I figured, I was like, when it first came out, I didn't think it made sense anyway. He was behind it. They made it seem like he caused it, jumped into the lane and made it happen. But as you'll see in this video I'm about to show, it was nothing like they said it would be. And I'm going to pull it up right here, man. It's just a shame that, he's not here with us. He was, they say self-deletion 2 days before his trial. And, finally, this video comes out, as you'll see.
What you'll see is in the top left of the screen, you're going to see.
You'll see two cars hit, and then you'll see his Dodge Charger come way after the fact. There's the accident. There's a white car in front. There's the accident again. The white car's in front. He's still not in the picture. There he is in the green Charger coming around after the accident. He was 80 yards after.
So he had no involvement in the accident, more or less.
In the accident. Right. That's what's disgusting about this whole thing. The young man was portrayed. They had him in mugshots saying he caused the accident. He wasn't even there. So I hope, people were fired, everything. You can't give him his life back, but at least he got justice, man. There's no reason this tape should not have been released immediately. It happened last year in 2024. It's almost a year, and they finally released this tape. How anyone can say that he had any part in this when he was a football field away is disgusting. So I wanted to say that, man, that pissed me off. I was upset about that as soon as I saw the tape. Kudos to his lawyer for getting that information out there. And there's also, all inconsistencies, justice for Kyren. All right, just sleep. Jim was asleep. All right, Jim was Earl's. Come on, Black Prez. Earl Spence. Come on, man. What? Wow. Anyway, I don't know where Black Prez is going with this, man. Black Prez is on some wild stuff, but all seriousness, justice for him. I'm glad he was, proven innocent now that this video has come out. Hopefully that this helps his family a little bit. It's not going to bring him back, but they know he was an innocent man and that was wrongfully charged. So that's disgusting, man. Let's get back into some things. Again, number to call, 412-530-5063. Let's jump into this Steelers versus Browns game. Big Ralph, let's get you guys started on this. What are your thoughts? There's a new quarterback. Joe Flacco got traded to the Bengals, and now we got the magic midget is quarterback right now. Dylan Gabriel, Oklahoma, Oregon, now the Browns. He was talking all that. There's entertainers and there's competitors. We're going to see how well he competes. Ralph, let's get you started. What are your thoughts on this game, Ralph?
Well, the Steelers and their defense, they have they do a very good job when there's a rookie quarterback in there. They have the record in the NFL of disrupting rookie quarterbacks and making them have a bad day. Mm-hmm. I see that happening this week. I don't see Dylan Gabriel going nowhere near what he has been doing so far. Cleveland's a dumpster fire to begin with. The only good thing about them is their defense is actually pretty good, but at times, they're just forget about it. And the trade fell Flacco, and then end up putting this kid in here. I guess they must be desperate. Kevin Stefanski, he must be getting real desperate now that he has to put Dylan Gabriel in there, and maybe later on down the road we could see Shadir Sanders sooner or later. If I'm Stefanski, I would put a package together, have him in the game somehow, kind of like a slash kind of thing. But, he hasn't done that yet, I don't think. And so we'll see what happens there. But I think the Steelers are going to dominate this game. I don't see Dylan Gabriel doing anything here.
Okay. All right, Big Rome. What's your thoughts on this? We get ready to get in this a little more.
I feel the same way. It's weird though that something I poked out I want to get out before I get on with my soliloquies. They have not made.
That's a big word, Rome. You ain't learned that.
Oh, I got that. I got that in the pocket, bro. You already know this already.
Woodland Hills, man.
Listen, man. Listen.
Got the Lockhaven education coming through, bro.
Magical. All 2.5 years. Magical.
Right. My man.
Listen. They have not decided on Shedeur Sanders being the backup quarterback. They still have him at this point, number 3. They're thinking about bringing the practice squad quarterback into making him the backup quarterback. So you already know Cleveland is a dumpster fire. Everybody knows this. And this just further along proves that they're a mess up there. And I don't see anything happening. They're averaging about 14 points a game. They're giving up about 29 points a game. Mm-hmm. So I think that our defense will be able to dominate them. Everything that we believe in this year in order to make us successful is to keep our quarterback upright. And that holds true today. If they do what they need to do as far as keeping Mount Washington in to block, or even if they bring Anderson in for a 7th guy, if we keep our quarterback upright, we should dominate this game. No problem.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's get Smoker Jim. Your thoughts on this game, Jim? Is this the classic trap game or what?
Well, number one, Cleveland got their quarterback. Don't forget, Dylan Gabriel passed for NCAA record 18,000 yards, 155 touchdowns. He threw for 10,000 yards in high school. He's always been the same height. He's 25 years old, extremely mature. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to need a partial miracle to win this football game. Number one, Cleveland got the best defense in football. Number two, their offensive line is loaded. They got a good running game that's back from Ohio State's outstanding. They got 2 outstanding tight ends and 2 good wide receivers. So all of this takes the zone blitz. This is a soft and easy Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
Wow.
They take the zone blitz that ran Elway back to Stanford. You know what I mean? Dylan Gabriel's going to throw for 2 or 3 touchdowns. The running back's going to run for 100 yards, and the Pittsburgh Steelers going to have to steal it in the 4th quarter.
Wow, Jim. You know what? You said they got their quarterback. I don't say they had their quarterback. I think, my opinion, I said it at the draft, I think Shedeur is the best quarterback on the roster. Why does Stefanski won't even say he's the backup quarterback? I mean, that tells you this guy, Dylan Gabriel's his guy. He's going to ride or die with him. They got rid of Flacco so this guy could get all the time. And Stefanski's going to be fired after this year regardless. So he wants to go out with his guy, and that's evident. So Dylan Gabriel will get this game and probably the next 4 games. And then maybe
they have to fire him, Luther. Simple as that. If he has another bad year.
They're 1-4. They're going nowhere. They're wasting Myles Garrett's career right now. And, they don't have much to show for it. Now, they do have some good draft picks next year, but instead of wasting all that time with Flacco, they should have put Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur. Let them start. Let them start from the very beginning, in my opinion. Myles Garrett, as I said it before, he's the most dominant force in the AFC North. Over T.J. Watt. It's very close, but I think Myles Garrett has him. I've been saying that for a couple years now. That Myles Garrett is the most dominant force. Defense is pretty good, but Minnesota didn't have any problem with it last week. I mean, they were able to move the ball with a backup quarterback, a backup running back. So I think the Steelers should be able to have some success. But I think Dylan Gabriel, I look for a lot of batted passes. T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, Harmon, they get their hands up. They're going to make it miserable for Dylan Gabriel. He does have a strong arm, but they were real safe with him last week. A lot of dink and dunks. They really didn't let him go down the field. Jenkins is the real deal. He's a great running back. I was hoping the Steelers would have made that move and tried to get him way too early. But he's the real deal. I look for him to have about 80 yards. The receivers do not scare me very much. They got the rookie Isaiah Bourne and Judy. Tight ends could be a problem. And Joko, the African, as Smoker Jim calls him, he's tough. He's tough in the middle, and the linebackers have had trouble. But I see this as a fairly competitive game. Browns haven't really been getting blown out a whole lot because the defense keeps them in games. So if they give Broderick Jones some help on Myles Garrett, that's going to be the key. Like Big Ron was saying earlier, they're going to play Washington a whole lot. They're going to have Spencer Anderson with that big 13 lineup, and that's going to open up some running holes, I believe. Real question I want to ask, and I'll come to you, Fillmore, first. What's going on with Pat Freiermuth? Is he going to be on the trading block? It seems like he's getting more and more phased out of this offense. But your thoughts on this, and then we can get on Pat Freiermuth, because I'm having some thoughts about him right now.
And I'm gonna go on Pat Freiermuth real quick, because due to the blocking issues and the O-line issues of the Steelers, that using Spencer Anderson and using Darnell Washington, you see how that opened up the lanes, the running lanes for Kenneth Gainwell. Now imagine what they're going to do for Jaylen Warren, who's a more explosive back, a stronger back, and let's see what he do with that same setup. And as Mike Tomlin said, when you go against 4-3 teams, you're going to expect a undersized receiving tight end to block a 275-pound defensive end. He's not built for that. So Darnell Washington, he may not be listed as TE1, but he's going to get the time and the snaps as a TE1. Right. So you might as well clock it right now. Though you playing fantasy, you might as well take out Freiermuth and put in Darnell Washington as tight end number 1. That's you might as well do it because the snaps are going to tell otherwise. But I do feel that, man. Let's see. The defense is a takeaway defense. We may give up yards, but they're going to take it away, and they're going to be in Dylan Gabriel's face like mascara. They're going to be all over him, and he's going to throw errant passes. He's going to get rushed because Tomlin even said during the conference, Highsmith is healthy, TJ healthy, and Herbig are healthy. He's going to find a way to get all three of them on the field at the same time and have one of the most confusing pass rushes for this rookie quarterback. It's not going to be pretty. And allow me to opine. Let me use my Lacvy education on this. On this situation. Hey, we can put both of them in there. You know what I'm saying? Allow me to opine on this. Because the Steelers are, contrary to Smoking Jim, the Steelers are going to neutralize Myles Garrett with double teams. And they're going to make the others, make the tackles.
Okay. All right. I like that. All right, we got Underground, man. Underground is in the house. What's up, Underground, man? Appreciate you. Frank Jackson, salute, Frank Jackson. All right, Browns. All right. Hey, leave Woody high and load. All right, hey. He got the word. Washington, a.k.a. Eric Green. All right, minute now. Come on, man.
Wow.
Boz will seal the win Sunday. Yeah, Boz hasn't been needed recently, which is a good thing. But, yeah, it could come down to that, man. But I just don't see the rookie quarterback able to put up that many points. You know, just a second start, they can really throw some things at him. And it look like Jim is back. Jim.
Hello.
All right, Jim. I don't know where you were at, man. That Obama phone is cutting off a whole lot today, man.
that federal budget cuts is doing heck with his phone right now, man.
It's hitting Jim hard, man. Hey, let's jump to the phone lines. We do have Sean on the line. What up, Sean? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right. What's on your mind, man? We're just talking this Steelers-Browns game.
Steelers, this is a be careful game. The reason why I'm going to say this is a be careful game, you know, I'm up here in Columbus. In the preseason, we get all the preseason games for the Steelers, Browns, and Bengals.
Okay.
The Cleveland Browns defensive line stood out to me in preseason. they were getting after quarterbacks in the preseason. If the Steelers can protect Aaron Rodgers, they'll win a game. If not, game going to be close. That's going to be the key to the game, protecting Aaron Rodgers. If they protect him, they win the game. If not, it's going to be close because one of the key moves in the draft was the Browns moving out of the second spot, letting Jacksonville get Travis Hunter, and they getting the big lineman for Michigan, the defensive tackle, and they just don't got him. Cleveland got other defensive linemen. So the key to the game, the Steelers have to contain the Browns' defensive line. If they contain them, they win. If not, it's going to be close.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They have some dogs on an offensive line, man. Garrett, like you said, Graham. Yeah, it's solid. But the offensive line has improved every game, so I do like that portion of it.
I'll call back.
Okay. All right, Sean. He leaves the line open 412-530-5063. Smoking Jim. Calvin Austin looks like he's going to be down this weekend. What's going on? Before the year, you said Roman Wilson was going to make some moves. We still waiting for that, Jim. Have you lost faith yet? Is this the week he shines or what?
Well, nobody cares about the brittle rubble. I don't know who's worse from Penn State, Freiermuth or the quarterback from Penn State. Hey, listen, everybody knows Freiermuth can block, but he can outblock Travis Kelce. But it ain't worth it because Freiermuth is lacking in the passing game. Other than 7-8 yard hook, a little slant, that's the only thing he can catch, man. He can't go deep. He can't just the ball when he goes deep. He's a liability downfield in the passing game. He can't block anybody. He can't even block on a field goal. So it's not so much, Coach Strowman talks with a lot of BS. He's one of the top 10 coaches of all time, in my opinion. But he's full of BS most of the time. It has nothing to do with these 275-pound defensive ends. If it did, Travis Kelce would never play. Shannon Sharp would never play. You know what I mean? It's Freiermuth is a liability in the passing game. Strowman got Roman Wilson in the doghouse. Roman Wilson got some of the best hands in NFL history. He can't get on the football field. They won't throw him the football. One pass in 4 games, that's all coming from Coach Strowman. I don't know why he's in the doghouse. Scotty Miller can't get no passes.
Well, they'll all have their opportunity this weekend, Jim.
The Polish kid, number 15. So I think
Ben score on it.
Yeah, I think he could be the next AFC Big Ten.
Oh,
they won't throw to the guy. So that's all on coaching, man. So hopefully this week, Roman Wilson gets out of the doghouse and push up about 100 yards in receiving.
Oh, all right. We'll see. He'll get his opportunity. He'll definitely get his opportunity. But anything else on this tight end situation? Because Freiermuth, his snaps have gone down and down, and due to his blocking, and he does a lot of things okay, but doesn't do anything great. Doesn't block great. He's had some key drops, and I'm not sure that Aaron Rodgers trusts him in the past. Rodgers made a terrific pass 2 games ago, and it bounced off his hand. So let's go to Big Rub, and then I'll come to you, Phil Moore and Ralph.
I think that the way this offense is built currently, especially with the game they had last week, I think that you have to lean on Washington because we have to get the running game going. So he's set right there. Then you're talking about two tight ends that are basically built the same. One is slightly better than the other in Johnny Smith. And I think that if you look back at it, they're kind of like glorified H-backs. Right. So in those respects, you can incorporate them in the offense. if that's the route that you're going to go. But who you're going to go towards? I think you will lean towards Jonnu, then you will lean towards Freiermuth because I think he's a better athlete and he has a lot of yak potential. So in the midst of this three-headed monster that they're trying to have or trying to formulate at some point during the season, I think right now you need Washington in to inline block because out of the three, he's the best one. You could throw Hayward, put him in the trash. He's cool, but in the midst of all this, Jonnu Smith can play and do the position that Hayward can do.
Hayward's a walking penalty, man. He misses blocks. He causes penalties on special teams and everything else. He's just here because Cam Hayward's his brother.
Yeah. Be that as it may, I think that they have three tight ends that are better than him, and they could play the position that he could play if they want to put him at a fullback or H-back. So it's Washington, it's Jonnu Smith, then it's Freiermuth. And there ain't no shot at Freiermuth. You just have a better wide receiver, a better pass catcher, and guy who can get yards after the catch in Jonnu Smith than you have in Freiermuth. So he's just getting lost in the soup, that's all. And I could see in the upcoming cold months when we play AFC North football that you're going to incorporate more tight ends. And these tight ends are going to be able to chip block, get out, and do some things out there. And I can see that happening, especially when we start developing our run attack more. So that's what the route that I'm going to go. And it's no slight to Freiermuth. We just got better options right now for what they're trying to do in the running game and in the short passing game.
Okay. All right, Ralph.
Well, I got this saying too: too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. What's happening right here is you have too many bodies, and now you have to figure out how to spread the bodies out. Now, here's something here that I said at the beginning of the season that they're going to have to use their tight ends more if they didn't get a quality number 2 receiver. So, Arthur Smith has got to incorporate Freiermuth into this passing game in order to alleviate the absence of a quality number 2 receiver. That's where, they're going to have to do, and it's not happening that way. Jonnu Smith is pass catching better. Darnell Washington blocks, and then they throw to him in the end zone when they need to. But, again, as I said before, they're going to have to use their tight ends a lot more because to take over for the lack of a quality number 2 receiver, which they don't have.
Hey, we got Underground in there. He said Browns are dangerous because of Judkins ran for 110 last week. All right. Hayward,
last week.
Tim Lester. All right, Black Press. Hayward is a no Tim Lester. That's a blast we ain't heard from a while. All right. And now as we travel through this rounds, let's give some predictions before we hit the other AFC North. Jim, what's your prediction score-wise?
I think both teams rely traditionally on their defense. Big names on their defense. Myles Garrett's the second greatest player in Cleveland history behind Jim Brown. T.J. Watt's the greatest player in Steelers history. So I got Pittsburgh Steelers winning 34-32.
A shootout? Oh, I just don't see the rookie putting up 32 points. Wow. Okay. All right.
Ain't no way.
There's no way that rookie's doing that, man. Hey, Ralph, score predictions before we get to this next phone call.
I would say 24-7 or 24-10, somewhere in that vicinity, Steelers.
Okay. Fillmore, what you got on this?
I got 27-13 Steelers. Jim, do you need you need some tea or something? Like, what do you need, man? You need some mushroom coffee? Like, what? Are you backed up? What do you need to get right?
Jim was on one. All right, Black Press, he got 24-17 Steelers. All right, Ron, what you got?
24-13 Steelers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going a little bit lower. I think the defense, I got a 17-10 game. Steelers win this one. Hey, let's go back to the phone line. Sean, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, what's on your mind, man? We just gave some predictions on the Browns-Steelers game.
I think the Steelers may win it 28-20. I'll give them 28-20.
Okay. All right. And so you think the Gabriel's going to be able to do something, or you think the running game with Junkins is going to really be paying dividends?
Yeah, I think it'll be a combination of both. I think he'll be able to do a little bit, but I think the Steelers, they'll be too much for them. But like I said, the key is we could contain their defensive line, we'll win the game.
Yeah.
And I want to look forward. The next two games are important for the Steelers. If they can win both of them, they'll be sitting pretty in the division. I mean, we got to get Cleveland first, but you want to get greedy and get both of them. And you already had a bye, and then you'll pretty much have another mini bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely, these two games are pretty important. If they can get to a 5-1 record right now with Baltimore hurting and quarterback injuries and concerns with the other AFC North, yeah, that's definitely something they need to do. But this is a division game. Browns always play them tough. They split last year with them, so we'll see. Although I think this year's version is a much better team than last year, but we'll see. We'll see. One thing I did want to ask. Hayward, Highsmith is coming back. Alex Highsmith is coming back. Do you put him back in the starting lineup, or you let Herbert continue to start? Sean, what you think?
The reason why I put him back in the starting lineup, first game of the season, he probably was the best player on the field on the defense. So, I mean, he got injured, we'll put him out there, but just tell Herbert, be ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk about possibly trying to put him on a trade block to bring in some more help at receiver. I say no. I think if you could have a rotation of Watt, Highsmith, and Herbig, I mean, and then working Sawyer in, I mean, I think that's a strong rotation because, Herbig gets injured a lot as well, and TJ will get injured as well. So I definitely wouldn't do that.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we'll see how it goes.
Right. Hey, real quick now, Penn State took another loss. I know we didn't get on that. Franklin's getting a lot of heat right now. That UCLA loss was one of the worst losses of the college season.
I told you.
Well,
I don't think you called the UCLA victory.
I think I did.
Hold on. Let me say this because I was at the game. Remember, that was my birthday, Luther. I was at the game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my birthday. Couple things. I do not like, even though we get to go to the West Coast, I don't like the Pac-10 the way this is up. Like, you got the Pac-10 mixed with the Big Ten. I don't like it.
That's right.
Money's controlling college athletics. This is what we got to deal with. And the reason why I'm not going to complain, Penn State, last year when they played USC, remember, they had a slow start last year against USC.
Right.
John won that game for them last year. This year, Penn State don't got no dogs. They have no dogs. They got all this talent. They have no dogs. Yes, they lost that Oregon game, but our guy Sackhouse said it correctly. Don't let one loss turn into two losses. That Oregon game turned into two losses.
Yeah.
They didn't come prepared. Offensively, this is what made me mad on the offensive front.
True our Lord.
No. It's not him. It's not him.
He's a bum. He's not good. He's not good.
Luther.
60 yards, 2 games in a row in the first half.
Luther, let me finish. I was at the game. You're running plays for people they shouldn't run plays for. This is what I'm getting at. Number 8, the first time he touched the ball, he fumbled the ball. They kept trying to give him, and that was on a pass play. They kept trying to give him plays on sweeps. Put Kaytron Allen or Nick Singleton in his spot. If you're going to run a free option, run it with them. Don't run it with a wide receiver. If he already fumbled the ball, don't run it with the wide receiver. I'm not getting on you. I'm getting on the play caller. The play caller is horrible. It is horrible. They have no skill. They have no receiver. You have two of the top backs in the country. You have no receivers to go with it. You have none. Ever since Godwin and the other kid went pro, Jahan Dodson and Chris Godwin, ever since they went pro, they have not developed one receiver. They've gone in the portal to get the Dante Cephas, Julian Fleming, who's in a lot of trouble for, I don't know if you saw what happened with Julian Fleming. He's in a lot of trouble. And then they get these kids. They're not developing wide receivers. They're not. You're not developing playmakers. It's only going to get you so far. They develop running backs. They develop tight ends. They don't develop wide receivers. Nobody's getting open. Then the play calls that they make, like I just explained, they're running like the last play of the game. You're going to run a option with your quarterback that slow as molasses? Come on. Like, it's bad. That's just the offense. Defense, they have no playmakers on defense either. And then James Franklin said something. I guess one of the defenders wasn't there, and he would have been a starter. How much money you paying for kids now? You got to coach one of them kids up to A. We're going to make a safety a side. When they spread us out, all UCLA was doing was spreading out, let all the receivers run downfield and nobody open. Nico, pick an alley to run down. They had nobody in the middle of the field. Offense, horrible. Defense, last year, when Jim Knowles, when Ohio State had the parade, I guess it was background that they knew he was going to Penn State because Ohio State weren't giving the money that he wanted. Ohio State didn't care about not giving him the money.
Hey, their defense improved without him.
Awful. They look awful. Now, one thing I am going to say is this, and this is the scary part. Penn State and Texas, they were number 1 and 2 in the country. Right now, both teams ain't even ranked. I don't know if y'all know this. They still control their own destiny to go to the playoffs. They got to win every game.
Every game.
So I think they got to win every game. And what helps Penn State out is that if they win every game, that means they beat Ohio State. But Ohio State and Oregon, they don't play each other. They'll probably play in the Big Ten title, meaning Penn State could slide into the number 3 spot. And if they win out, they beat Ohio State and Indiana. That's the funny part about the schedule.
Yeah.
But I think State or Texas will do it? No. I want to say something, a couple of things too. Big schools and big cities, UCLA, Pitt, USC could kind of get away with it because when USC's rocking, they'll fill out the Coliseum. Miami can kind of get away with it too because when they're rocking, they fill out the Orange Bowl, whatever it's called now. Hard Rock Stadium. UCLA, after that game, there probably was only 31,000 fans there. Penn State had more than half of those fans in a 90,000-seat stadium.
It sure sounded like that. It sure sounded like that.
Troy Aikman has said UCLA, I guess they have some field, that's a football field on their campus. They need to build a stadium around that field. If Madonna can build a 50,000-seat stadium on campus for UCLA, they got to do it. That was pathetic. Because with you having all these teams traveling from the Midwest and East Coast, you're not getting the Arizona States, the Colorado, the Utahs, the Stanford, the Cows, Washington. Or you're not getting those teams to go to those schools, go to those games out there. So they're losing out on money just on that alone. And I felt bad for UCLA's interim coach because I stayed until DJ Dinkins' Khalil caught the touchdown. I left after that because of traffic.
Oh, Dinkins, that's right. Yeah, I forgot he played. Yes.
That was DJ's son. I caught that touchdown, Khalil Dinkins.
Okay.
He caught the touchdown at the third quarter. So when I was watching on my phone and I got over to my aunt's house in Century City out there in LA, we were watching the rest of the game out at our house, they kept showing some white guy. And I'm like, who's this white guy that keeps showing us right out of UCLA? Because I knew the interim coach is a black man. I didn't know that was Rick Newhouse's son.
Yeah.
I didn't, and everybody was saying, yeah, they kept showing him more than the head coach the whole game. So
yeah, they definitely hyped him up. Yeah, I thought he was the interim head coach. They hyped him up so much. So yeah, it was real confusing. But you know that he's a nepo boy, so you knew he was going to get a lot of hype. You know.
Yeah, well, it looks like if he don't screw up, he'll be next in line to be a head coach.
You think he'll get the UCLA job? It's a possibility. Huh?
I'm going to say it's a possibility. He'll at least be offensive coordinator if they keep winning.
Okay. All right, sure, man.
And
one more thing, because we got to get another call in here.
Okay. We'll talk later, Lucha. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Appreciate the call. Man.
Okay, guys. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
You too. Thanks.
All right.
I see you.
This is Mark. All right, looks like we lost Mark. Call back in 412-530-5063. Smoker Jim, your thoughts on this Penn State game, and then we'll jump back to the AFC North. Any final thoughts? Who the GOAT said Drew A is not a first-round QB. All right. Black Crash Franklin is overrated. He's been taking a beating.
Small games, James.
Promote Terry Smith, the head coach. All right. Smoker Jim, you with us?
Yeah, I know Sean knows a little bit more about the Penn State program than we do, but listen, every receiver that transferred in with superstars where they come from. The kid from Akron set every record Akron had, and the quarterback just can't find the wide receivers. Everybody makes excuses for the quarterback. I agree with you, Luther. He's a bum. Hey, we do the Imani Christian Academy games, and when teams come in, you're going to get their best punch.
Right.
UCLA is loaded with talent, man. Number one, the black coach ain't got a prayer to get that job. The white boy who's dead was a legendary coach to get that job over him. You see the team pick him up on his shoulders. But they were talented, man. The quarterback was one of the best coming out of high school and a great quarterback. Penn State got down. You know what I mean? They wasn't ready to play. They were still sucking their thumbs up to that Oregon loss. And they didn't quit. They didn't give up. They tried to come back. They took the quarterback away, man, from being the national championship team.
And that's a problem. They had so much talent last year. If he could complete a pass to a wide receiver instead of throwing a float in the middle, they probably beat Notre Dame and go to the championship and rematch Ohio State. He's just not getting it done.
But hey, Lewis, shout out to DJ Jenkins' son, man. I tell you what, other than wearing that sad number 16.
What's wrong with 16?
He's balling.
He is definitely balling, man. It's in his genes. We got another caller. LD, what's going on, LD?
I had to call in when you guys started talking about Penn State.
Okay.
I think Penn State, granted, they lost 2 games, but I think they'll start winning. But they can't let that quarterback decide the game late in the game because he's a turnover machine when it's crunch time. He did it last year during the championships, and he's done it really in 2 games this year.
Absolutely. Yeah,
he doesn't play good under pressure, it seems to me.
I don't think.
And the other thing I suggest, Allen and Singleton should be in the backfield together sometimes. And they should be running the ball more during the games. I know they want that quarterback to be the star, but those running backs have a lot of ability, and they should be able to run the ball more than they're running the ball, I believe.
Yeah, I think their offense is so basic. I mean, they're easy to defend. You know, once you stop the running back, you know what their offense is. unless he has a great tight end, Drew. I haven't been impressed with him his whole career. I couldn't believe they were talking about him as a first rounder. I just didn't see it. I mean, whoever picks him, the GM's getting fired if they pick him in the first round because he doesn't have it. And, I know, Sean, you said they could run the table. I don't see it. They have talent, but I think he's regressed so bad. And I think he's lost his confidence. And that's the worst thing as a quarterback. 60 yards and a half. I don't know, LD.
The game they have to win, they have to beat Ohio State to have any chance.
You think they have a chance to beat Ohio State? The way Ohio State gave up 12 points?
Well, the quarterback for Ohio State, while he's above average, I haven't seen him under a lot of pressure this year.
True.
I don't think he's that good.
Because that defense is not letting anybody score, LD.
Pardon me?
The defense is not letting anyone score. And with Penn State's issues at offense, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Well, I think if Penn State tries to run the ball more, they might be able to score more. Instead of trying to let this quarterback they have be the superstar.
I hear you.
Turnover machine. Okay, but we'll see what happens. The other comment I want to make is about the Steelers.
Okay.
When I call, I always say the Steelers' formula for winning, scoring 3 touchdowns and a field goal. So I think Steelers will win 24-14. And I think the defense will play a good defensive game. They play pretty well.
And what do you think about Shador? Do you think he'll get a chance with Cleveland?
Say that again?
You think Shador will get a chance with Cleveland? To start?
No, I don't think so. But
all year or just?
I think he'll get in a couple. If they don't win any games, say the next 2 or 3 games, I think he'll get a shot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, my score for the Steeler game is 24-14 Steelers. 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and that's on the premise that our quarterback doesn't get hurt. Hey, I enjoy the show, fellas.
All right, LD. Appreciate the call, man. Definitely appreciate the call.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Hey, listen, let's jump back into this AFC North before we run out of time. 3-1 right now. They have a 2-game lead. Big Rome, Fillmore, Ralph. Any thoughts? I mean, Baltimore's in shambles. They got 11 guys injured. Their Superman, Lamar Jackson, he may not play this weekend with a hamstring. Do you see them coming back anytime soon? I mean, hamstrings can linger, as we saw with Joey Porter. He got hurt in the offseason. He missed about 4 games. So, Ravens, you see them coming back or what? Rome, I'll start with you first. Rome, let's look at them and the Bengals. The Bengals, that Browning might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, those interceptions was high school level. I saw high school quarterbacks making better decisions than him this Friday.
Yeah.
Well, what we got up for Cincinnati, and I think they ought to let the rabbit out the hat, is that Flacco is going to be starting for them this week.
Yeah.
So you can quell your feelings about Browning. Browning stinks. And what they did was that they replaced Browning, someone who was indecisive, with a statue back there. So only thing I could think of them doing is actually receiving a pass and getting the ball out quick, which puts them in a trick bag against a good defense. So I don't see Cleveland doing anything. They stink. Baltimore, their problem was when their interior line started to get injured, because that was their bedrock. That allowed their middling to semi-terrible defensive backs that aren't playing too good. They gave them some coverage. But without that pressure and that ability to stop the run, you could see that their defense just completely collapsed. Right. So our motto on this newscast and pretty much everywhere that you would take seriously is that everything starts in the trenches. Their offensive line is beat up. Their defensive line is injured. They have too many injuries on all 3 levels. So in order for them to do anything, they got to get healthy. And I don't see it happening. So this might be the year where they might get tripped up to the point where they might not coming back. They might sneak in as a wild card team, but I find it highly difficult if Jackson doesn't come back and have another career year where he's an MVP type. They'll be able to play catch up, and of course the Browns are the Browns. They stink. So.
Right. Hey, we do got another phone call. Rosemary, thanks for the call. Hi. Rosemary.
Yes, hi. I'm following up on a little bit of some of your callers and texts. My first one is, do you think Shedeur should start in the Cleveland and for the Cleveland Browns? Do you think he should start?
I always thought Shedeur was the most talented quarterback on the roster, but he wasn't the coach's pick, and I think he's suffering from that now. But he should be in position if Dylan Gabriel struggles over these next 4 games. I think he will get his shot. But I think he should have started a long time ago. I think he should have been drafted in the 1st round and not the 5th round. These quarterbacks that were drafted in front of him are all struggling right now.
Okay, I agree. And my second one, I was looking at your chat. Do you think the Steelers should start your best players when they play the Ravens, since the Ravens aren't doing so well and they so many people are sick?
Hey, the Ravens are still the Ravens. You got to start everybody. The main thing, if they can keep Aaron Rodgers healthy, they have a chance to do something this year. He's not important, but the Ravens and these divisional games, it doesn't matter who's hurt, who's healthy. It's going to be a war. AFC North is still the most physical battle, even though the teams aren't good. There's no easy cupcakes in the AFC North, in my opinion. Fellas, your thoughts? Am I off on that?
No, you're not off at all. I mean, it doesn't matter what the record is. Look what happened last year.
Yeah.
Cleveland beat us on their home turf last year. And exactly. And, again, we have a weak AFC North, and if the Steelers can take an advantage of this, guys, they could really move forward here. But they have to take an advantage and win these games when they're there for the winning. They cannot, mess around. These are division games. The more you win in the division, the better off you are in the playoffs. So let's see what they do. I want them to take the division. I think they can. The Bengals, they're going to have a big-time problem with Flacco because their offensive line stinks. It has stunk for a long time.
Browning might be back in there sooner than later anyway with that line.
Right.
3 quarterbacks hurt.
Right. And then Cleveland trading them, that didn't really do any good for them. And then on top of that, you got Lamar Jackson down with the Ravens. So we'll see. And John Harbaugh, and I've said this many times, and it has happened, makes mistakes against the Steelers. He makes his boneheaded coaching mistakes, tries to go for it on 4th and 1 and has to eat it. And, he'll do it again this year. So,
this might be it for John Harbaugh.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's under hate. Rosemary, do you have any other questions? Appreciate the call.
No, but thank you very much, because I thought Shedeur should start and everything else is speculation. So thank you all for clearing everything up.
You should start. You're right. You are correct.
Yeah, we all agree with that. All right, Rosemary, appreciate the call.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, D Free, what's going on, D Free? And we got Black Prez. Archie Manning will win the half. Come on, man. Come on, Archie Manning's not winning the half, man. Black Prez. Stop with all that. Hey,
Archie Manning is about to get sent to the NIT.
Right.
He's
add something to this AFC North talk we're talking about, Fillmore.
Man,
this is shambles right now.
I'm gonna go back to school. I don't know if it's cognitive dissonance or if it's nescience from the front office of the Cleveland Browns. Okay, we all see that Shedeur Sanders is more talented. He has a better arm. He has a better mind for the quarterback position than Dylan Gabriel. But for some reason, they want to start this dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's plain old ignorance or they just don't see it. Don't know. Don't care. Better for the Steelers. Regardless of what, it makes good fodder for the Steelers. Now, Tomlin is great coming off a bye, right?
True.
But Cincinnati It may be prime time for a Tomlin special. So I say we be ready for that. Be careful. That's y'all know. And y'all know the bad part about it.
That's a Thursday night game.
You know what?
You are right about that.
Flacco beat them last year with Indianapolis Colts. Remember,
special.
Anthony Richards got knocked out, and Joe Flacco came in swinging that ball, and now he has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You're right.
Now, but that the difference is between that and this one is that they prepared for Richardson and not for Flacco. This time they'll prepare for him, but it will be a short week, and we know how that goes in the AFC North. So we can't take any of that for granted, man. Baltimore, they just traded Owe, their defensive their pass rusher. He had 10 sacks. They just traded Owe.
0 this year. That O stands for 0 sacks. O sacks. He was doing nothing, so they skipped him
0
out.
sacks. I like that.
So I mean, he had the potential for it, but I don't know what happened. He stunk it up. I don't know. He rubbed somebody the wrong way. I don't know if he got in touch with Deshaun Watson's masseuse. I don't know, but he's not. He's gone. That weakens their front seven. So, but hey, we know their secondary is still dangerous. They still have a dangerous secondary, but they're not playing well. I'm seeing King Henry. He's taking a few steps back. You can't play running back forever.
I see him taking some slippage, man. You know, maybe the tooth. He's putting the ball on the ground a whole lot. He's not hitting those holes anymore. And now without Lamar Jackson, he had under 40 yards.
Yeah, he got bruised last year when he had that fumble in the first quarter against the Steelers. Remember that? Yeah,
that's right.
Right. That's where it all started. But then it seemed like he got it together this year, though. He's been fumbling and having a terrible year.
And as a running back, you run slower when you're concerned about holding the ball.
Right.
You're not as decisive. You're not looking to cut. You're just looking to not fumble, and that's going to make for a more tackleable King Henry.
Unless you're that guy from the New England Patriots, Fumbleson, Ramondre Stevenson. I mean, he's just
Fumbleson.
That dude, I don't know how he's in the league, man. He had another fumble last week. Every time I see him, he's fumbling.
He got the most hood name I ever seen in my life.
Ramondre. Like say, rumbling, fumbling. You know,
that's it. So,
Smoky Jim, hit this AFC real quick for us. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I really hope, Lou, you wasn't comparing that bum, Joey Porter Jr. to Lamar Jackson. I just hope it came out wrong. Hey, listen.
It's a hamstring. I compare everybody. Do they both have hamstrings, Jim?
Lamar Jackson can't run. He can't play.
Oh, here you
go. Sit him down until that hamstring fully healed. Hey, listen.
You know, club if you're in the tub.
Hey.
Say what you want about Harbaugh. Harbaugh got the same record against Coleman, and Coleman got against him. That's a rivalry right there. Listen,
they're 1-4. That's the difference.
The season is early right now. You know what I mean? The Ravens got all the talent in the world. Pittsburgh Steelers got a good chance. If they win the next 2 games, to hold on and win the division, and then get beat in the playoffs by the Ravens. You know what I mean? The Ravens will peak at the right time. If they make the playoffs, they're going to be dangerous. Pittsburgh Steelers don't want to see the Ravens. They don't want to see Buffalo. They don't want to see Kansas City in the playoffs. I don't know right now if they want to see Jacksonville. I know, Luther, you said Trevor Lawrence couldn't play. I told you that boy might be the best 16.
You were right. I watched that game, and I took Jacksonville.
Jim, listen, he had an okay game, but the game's on the line. He's fallen twice. Kansas City, I don't know what happened. A guy falls twice at the 4, and y'all don't hardly touch him.
It's called the Taylor Swift syndrome here.
Listen, I'm still not sold on Trevor Lawrence. There's a reason why I'm not having a great year like he had last year. And also Travis Hunter. They got to jump and do all kind of crazy catches because he throws such a bad ball. Did you see that?
Murder balls. He throws murder balls.
He almost got Travis Hunter's career ended with that. He had
Done.
to jump over a guy and almost broke his neck. Trevor Lawrence is not a great quarterback, Jim. He's an average quarterback to me. I don't know where you're getting that.
This is his third coach.
Right. I just, I don't see him winning big. That's a team I think the Steelers would love to play in the playoffs because you can rattle Trevor Lawrence. So we'll see, Jim. Give me your power rankings before we get out of here, Jim. Jim?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Do you have power rankings for the NFL? What are your top 5 teams, Jim? Come on, man.
Top five teams. You got to put the Dallas Cowboys right up there.
Oh, my God.
You got to put the Detroit Lions up there.
You
The
just
Kansas City Chiefs right up there. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore. Oh, Jim. All right. Just a
Is this the bottom of the power rankings or what?
He should have said, Dylon.
Come on, Jim. All right, Ralph, let's get back. Give me your top 5 because Jim, Baltimore Ravens are 1-4, and Jim puts them in the top 5. Come on, man. Ralph, bring us back to reality, please.
All right, Detroit. Okay, Buffalo. All right. I think also Green Bay don't look too bad.
Right.
I'm looking at. Let's see. I got to think here for a minute. In the AFC, man, that's tough. Texans didn't look too bad this week, but we'll see what they do coming down the road. That division's a dumpster fire, actually. As far as I can see right now, I can give you Detroit, I can give you Green Bay, and the AFC Buffalo. The other two, I got to think for a minute here, but I don't think. The Steelers are going to squeak another game out. We'll see. As of right now, they're number 4, and then we'll go into number 5. I'd say probably another NFC team. I would say Seattle's not doing too bad right now. They're actually winning games. So that's my Power 5 right now. So
Okay. All right. What you got, Big Rum? Your
I got the Lions number 1. I got the Bills number 2. I have the Eagles number 3.
Yeah, I forgot about the Eagles.
The Buccaneers number 4. And I have the 49ers number 5.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one, man.
I don't know how they're winning. I don't know how they beat the Rams last week.
I don't know either, but
because they were injured.
Maybe the Rams made mistakes and beat themselves. I mean, that happened.
No. Mac Jones threw for 300 plus. He did that.
Playing better than Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy's one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league right now.
How many times have I said a change of atmosphere? And look at Jones. Change of atmosphere.
I still don't think Jones is it, but he's playing well right now.
Right, exactly. But Sam Darnold,
3 games, but we saw him
change of atmosphere.
Hey, Kyle Shanahan, he made Jimmy Garoppolo look great. He made Brock Purdy look great, and now he made Mac Jones look great. It's Kyle Shanahan. So
that's how they sink. I mean, because they're good and then they sink. So
this system is greatest to the play. Look, I'll come to you next, Fillmore, but I'm with Rome. I think Detroit is playing well right now. I got them number 1. Eagles, they should have won that game last week. They choked and folded against the Broncos. A.J. Brown is fighting his receiver in the end zone for the Hail Mary. I thought Devontae Smith was going to come down with it, but they had a little power. I got them number 2. Number 3, they lost as well. I'm going to say Buffalo. Me and Ron were right about there. Number 4, I'm putting Green Bay there.
Yeah, Green Bay's
a bad loss, a bad tie against Dallas, and had a bad loss against Cleveland. So we'll see how they come back. Parsons is the real deal, Joe. I don't know what you're talking about. Number 5, I got Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield. Listen, man, he's not at Cleveland anymore, but I love the way he plays. He's hyped. He gives you everything you can. And they had the receiver, the rookie of the year, that I said was going to be the rookie of the year, Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State. I knew he was going to be great. They said he didn't have all the measurables, but when you have all the Ohio State wide receiver receiving records, you can ball. So I got those are my top 5. Fillmore, who you got?
I'm with you guys, especially in the first 3. Detroit, Buffalo, the Eagles, and I got Tampa Bay, but I cannot forget Daniel Jones, aka Vanilla Vic, and Indianapolis.
Yes,
they are putting up points. They are putting up points. They are making teams look kind of bad. Hey, it's week to week, and as Stephen A says, it's fluid. So at 5 this week, it's Indianapolis Colts, man.
Oh, okay. Look at this. Look at Black Crass. Come on, man. Number 1,
really?
Number 2, number 3, Ravens, 4 Cowboys, number 5 Patriots. You've been listening to Smoking Jim too long, man.
Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
Hey, listen, man. Great show. I want to thank all the calls. Rosemary, first time calling. Appreciate you. LD, Sean called in. All the comments. Real quick, man, we were out at the Amani game. They destroyed East Allegheny. Matt Fillmore was doing good. We gave our player of the game to Anthony Portis. We also saw Gabe Jenkins go for a 109-yard touchdown.
Hey,
make sure
Anthony Portis' dad, he played with me at Westinghouse. I was the left corner. He was the left outside linebacker. Shout out to Anthony Portis Sr., man.
Oh, all right. That's what's up, man. All right, Westinghouse getting all these shout outs. But yeah, he balled out. It was a stat game. East Allegheny is one of the worst teams in Whitfield football right now. But they put on a show. Amani 7-0. Make sure you check them out.
Come on, not our Walker's team. Come on. Really?
Their Lakes is on the
clock. And Aaron Smith is an assistant and all the former Steelers there. Come on.
Okay, well, they about to take another L. But we'll see. Hey, but check them out, man. Check us out on the website, scsportsworld.com for Smoking Jim, for Ralph Williams, Big Rome, Fillmore. We appreciate all the calls, and check us out on the website, man. We'll be back next week. Got a lot of good things. We should have a special guest as well. That being said, peace.